Welcome to Moretronics Television. This is video session 4, reducing operator errors using the control room module of the BMX-III, AMX, and ABX consoles. It's possible for the console operator to get lost with a simple lamp failure on the meter switcher module. If the meter switcher solo lamp is burnt out, the control room module may have switched away from the 12-station monitor selector. This will cause the operator to panic because the condition will seem to indicate the control room module is not functioning properly. When the meter switcher solo indicator is on, the operator has a visual cue that the control room module is in the solo mode of operation and not looking at the 12-station monitor selector. Upgrading the meter switcher to LEDs solves this issue. We also recommend that every mic and line module receive the same upgrade. When all indicators have reliable and long-lasting LEDs, operational issues go away. The modifications are easy to do in the field. This video will show how easy it is to install our LED upgrade kits. Let me zoom in here just a little. And we're going to pan down slightly. And hopefully we'll be able to show you exactly what is necessary to do this modification. Here is the BMX-III meter switcher module. These are the indicators for Q and solo. This is the one that can really get the operator into trouble if it happens to burn out. This particular module has already been updated with the LEDs. The LEDs are inserted in place of the bi-pin lamps, and the polarity protection networks have been installed in series with the collector leads of Q1 and Q4. Now this holds true for the AMX and the ABX meter switcher modules, which are in a smaller format. The circuitry is essentially the same. However, these go in the processing bays of the AMX and ABX consoles. And I've already removed Q1 on this board. Q4 is the next transistor to be removed. Now, we use professional grade vacuum type desoldering stations here at Moretronics to do our work. However, in the field, at least for this simple modification, you can use the simple Radio Shack rubber bulb squeeze me, I'm your vacuum type desoldering tool. However, what really makes this work well is the rosin soldering paste that you can also buy at Radio Shack. We recommend that you purchase this. And you'll need an applicator brush, and here we have a little bit of the flux on the brush. And now we've located Q4, which we're going to remove, and we're going to brush on just a little bit of flux paste. Then we're going to use our desoldering tool, which has heated. Incidentally, because this is a little dangerous, this whole area is very hot. We use a bread loaf pan to rest the desoldering tool in, and it also acts as a catch for the solder that you're going to remove from the PC board. So now I'm going to remove Q4, which is right here. So I've squeezed the bulb, and I have the desoldering tool on the lead. And now I've removed the solder on the collector lead. There's the base. And there is the emitter. Okay, now, if this worked properly, it gets a little warm. I've removed the transistor. Now, hopefully you can see this. The part's very small, but what we need to do to install our polarity protection network is to essentially take the collector lead and swing it up vertical so it's beside the transistor case. I've drawn this in a little bit larger format. Here's the transistor. The emitter and base leads get returned to the PC board, but you notice the collector lead is folded up. And the polarity protection network, which is this small device, gets inserted into the PC board. The long end goes into the PC board where the collector was, and then this short lead, which is marked in red, gets soldered to the transistor collector lead. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my modified transistor, and before I got started with this video, I pulled out Q1 and we did Q4 on the camera. Now I'm inserting these transistors back into the board. I'm going to carefully turn the board over, and I'm going to solder the emitter and the base leads back in place. Okay, now our transistors have been remounted, but the collector leads, I hope you can see that, they are raised. Now I'm going to take the polarity protection networks and I'm going to insert them. The long lead goes back into the PC board, and I'm going to install the second one. Okay, both polarity protection networks are in place. Now I'm going to fold these leads back, and now I need to solder these wires to the PC board. And this gets a little tricky on camera, but I think we can make this work. So the nice thing about the paste flux is it sure makes soldering easy. Okay, now I'm going to clip off the excess leads. Okay, now the only leads left are the polarity protection network leads and the collector leads, and these need to be joined. So set the module up something like this. I know you probably can't see this totally on screen, but essentially what we're doing, I'll show you with that picture that I created, that we have now soldered the short network, polarity protection network lead and the collector together. And now we can cut off the excess lead length. And now we have our polarity protection networks in place in series with the collectors of the lamp driver transistors. Now all it's left to do is to remove the bipin lamps and insert the high brightness LEDs that are included in the Moretronics upgrade kits. And that pretty much takes care of the modification. Essentially what we've done, the long lead goes in where the collector lead used to go, into the PC board. The short lead, marked in red on the polarity protection network, is soldered to the collector of this transistor. Now, once this modification's been done, and now you have LEDs for the solo and the Q indicator, the operator will always know that if a module happens to get accidentally placed into solo, he'll have an indication on his meter switcher module that, hey, my speakers and headphones are now looking at solo and not the monitor selector. So, by doing this modification, you'll make the console a whole lot more reliable, and a reliable BMX-III, AMX, and ABX are dreams to operate. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video session, and hopefully you'll be ordering those LED kits from us soon. Thank you very much for watching video session 4. This is Moretronics Television.